The world is veiled in darkness. The wind stops. The sea is wild. And the earth begins to rot. The people wait. Their only hope. The world is veiled in darkness. When the world is in darkness, the wind stops. 4 warriors will come. After a long journey, 4 young warriors arrive, each holding a controller to play FF1 Rando. What's Gucci, y'all? This your boy, Dessus with Kyle Sama in the booth with y'all today with Melee Wizard. How are you?
Doing all right, though I'm sure I'm going to be a little confused, and I'm sure you are going to be confused, and I'm sure we're all going to be confused.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. See, this is one of those very mysterious seeds where we don't know nothing besides what you see on the right hand of your screen, that being Red Mage, Black Belt, and Thief.
Yep, one of the few things we're able to glean from this, it looks like it is 4 forced, with 2 blesses and 0 curses.
Treasures abundant and no booby traps. I do like it. But I mean, the premise for the seed is we don't know the flags. And it's a good way, actually. You know, every time we always have a kind of perspective of what's going to happen, but who knows what it's going to be? Could be town shuffle, could be anything shuffle. You know, you could be seeing roaming war mechs as soon as you get out the gate. Vicky could just be bodying you. Like, so, I mean,
and on the other side of the coin, we could have free airship.
Free airship would be nice, wouldn't it? But I mean, there's already blessings and 2 black belts. You really gonna give them an airship at the beginning too?
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean the rest of the seed could be, you know, horribly trolly.
That's true.
From what we were able to tell from the blessings, I believe the red mage was plus defense sword, and I want to say it was plus 10 luck. The black belts are plus red mage armor and something else I forget now. And the thief was, I think it was plus agility and fighter. No, it was fighter strength and something else.
It was 10 MDef and fighter strength.
Right, I think the black belt was the plus 15 agility.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's going to be a whole lot of punching, and we'll see how the magic shakes out, because we could be finding Fade or Nuke at some point, but if it's, you know, not available for the red mage, it won't do us a heck of a lot of good.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, so the runners, the flag has been dropped, and we are underway.
All right.
Oh, it's okay. It was plus 10 agility for the red mage.
Okay, sweet.
Ooh, and Devious is going. Oh, I think that was an entrance shuffle check, but I didn't really catch what that was.
Life 2, Invis 2, Quake and Zap, and Brock? Wow. Just a 20-minute seed, y'all.
Yeah, Life 2 readily available. I think that I don't remember that Imp 2 is promotion locked for the red mage or not.
I don't know either, but I do know if you got Life 2, that's all you need, right?
Silver plus 3. That's some pretty good armor for later on.
Exactly. Not that expensive either. Oh, definitely bodying NPC flag is not on, unfortunately, so. And we've got some cabins and piers and solves, no heal pots today. As they say, it be like that sometimes.
Well, I mean, at least they have Life 2, so if worst comes to worst, they can at least, you know, revive people.
Absolutely. Throw a little bit of bread on that cabin and run away, hopefully, from these imps.
I see a tail. They started with the tail.
Okay, so this is vanilla so far. It's not shuffled. I mean, it still could be. This could be a vanilla option of, you know, a shuffle, but so far it looks to be regular-ish.
And apparently I saw some weird things in the inventory. Apparently there was a Phoenix down in their inventory.
Ooh, what? So now we're getting we're getting like stat tables and
And
stuff.
that was a Thor's hammer.
Well, there you
Where
go.
the heck
Thor
did
hammer
that? Was that in
2.
the chest and I just didn't see it, or?
Yep, it was definitely in the chest. Looks like Garland's gonna get bodied.
Yeah, free.
Thor +2.
Yeah, free lit 2. Can't argue with that.
Mm-mm.
Actually, I see in the top 2 chests, the Thor hammer wasn't in there, so maybe they started with it.
I thought they got it out the chest.
Oh, there's the canal. Canal and the canoe. Wow.
Well, serendipity at its finest, people.
That's a combination right there.
Mm-hmm. Picking up some cabins, I presume. Maybe a pier or two. Picking up some softs. Don't want to get stoned out there.
Yeah, so having that canal, that definitely opens up a lot of options here. They pretty much have the entire early continent at their disposal. And it looks like that was free bridge.
Free bridge boss is destroyed. However, cabins are at a premium, so we're not going to pop one right now. The old close call, and Climinteedus is grabbing some armor. Smart move, especially getting those copper 3s, value for money. I get that. You know you'll be exploring the map later on, and copper will be okay, albeit I might have still grabbed the silver, to be honest.
And seeing from the item menu, I don't know if shards were a thing, but they are not a thing in this particular seed.
And will Bicky be able to destroy them? I mean, wow, who rolled these seeds?
Missing. We don't have tough. Nope, definitely not tough pirates.
Oh, I was hoping this was just one of those seeds where it's just, a whole bunch of destruction. But
well,
sometimes it's nice to see,
Well, that was a whole bunch of destruction. You just summoned an earthquake and destroyed them all.
and the ship.
Okay, that just opened up a lot more. That opens up everything beyond the first continent.
Mm-hmm.
Pro rings. I think they were for 18K.
Was that -2?
I believe so, yes. Which, I mean, the death resistance is still good and nice. I think that's a Cure 3 in a ruse, at least.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
Warp and Ice 3, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Warp and Ice 3. And Ice 3 was cheap, so. You have everything you have most of the essentials outside of temper and fast, right? We saw in Viz 2 earlier, didn't we?
I'm sorry, what?
We saw in Viz 2 earlier, right?
Yes, but it was promotion lock, but they did start with the tail, so if they really wanted it in Viz 2, they will be able to get it unless they already got 3 spells for that red mage.
Wow, looks like we have turbo ships, apparently.
Ooh, yeah. Gotta go fast.
Well, maybe it's gonna be snail floater, but turbo ships, huh?
Didn't see much in white magic. There's fast and temper, both at level 5.
Well, there you go, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And cap plus 3.
Not bad, not bad.
Shout outs to all those rocking a cap right now, them 50/50s.
So one thing I did notice, Climinteedus did raid Matoya's cave, and I believe there was a silver bracelet there for free.
Nice.
Not much else of consequence.
A freebie's a freebie.
Mm-hmm.
Shark.
Yeah, I guess Devious heading for Crescent Lake, scout out the magic there, and see if we've got early sages.
Yeah, seriously. Vendor item as well. We haven't seen that, right?
Oh, there's Cure 4.
There you go.
And well, Quad X is all right.
I mean, with Life 2 already at at level 1, Tier 4 at level 6 at that point, I mean, you'll achieve levels. Oh, charm.
Yep.
You will achieve level 6, but the premium that it has kind of is devalued considering you got Life 2 at your disposal.
Yeah, but I mean, Tier 4 is never a bad thing. And even at
Never.
level 6, that's still an improvement over its vanilla spot.
And that's very true.
And there's
get up there,
Oxiel for almost 18k.
So the name of the game is get some money.
And Climinteedus is investigating Elfland. I saw Bane and Locke. And there's Fade, and it's nope, not gonna happen.
Dreams can come true, just not today. Making our way over here to the left, so we can presume everything is in its vanilla location because everything has been in its vanilla location. So
yeah,
we go in the marsh.
Yep. And so we don't know which places are incentivized. We don't know if it's in their in their vanilla chest in the incentivized dungeons. So we could be finding our progression anywhere.
Seriously.
It looks like Devious is heading the same direction.
All roads lead to Marsh. Checking these chests.
That was an XCal. I think that was. I saw a 4. I didn't see if it was a plus or a minus, but it was definitely a 4.
I did not see that either. So that's a good pickup.
Well, I mean, it's good for money. So apparently it was a +4, but yeah, no one can use it, so it's just gonna get sold. Considering that we need money for that Oxiale.
Exactly. 9 minutes in, getting that, it's money. If it was like 34 minutes in, then it'd just be a moot point, but now if that was the old Masa.
Yeah, that would definitely be different, yeah.
Exactly. If this is your first time ever experiencing FF1, that is the difference right there. X-Scout to Masa.
Ooh, ghouls have rub.
Ooh. You get bodied.
And I see Stun Touch in there, and I think they had the ghouls had fast too, so yay.
Ouch. Fast rub ghouls.
And Devious has had it. He's not having that. And it looks like paying a visit to Ordeal instead.
Might not be a bad play, especially with the turbo jets. There will be some variance. Does he have warp?
I believe he did see it. It was in level 3, wasn't it?
But
actually, no. I think warp or was.
It was level 3 or level 4, right?
No, I don't think either runner checked 4. They
Well, there goes some money.
No, actually, warp was level 2.
Ooh.
It was what warp and ice 3 was in level 2, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you're right. So there's a chance. Oh, doesn't even matter.
Ooh, Scums have glare.
Yeah,
and
I was about to say that.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Marsh Cave
Oh,
not
yeah.
messing around today.
Thankfully, we've already got 4 Life 2s.
Vanilla trap tiles, perhaps? Not to mention with the unrunnable flag there. Oh boy. Ow.
Ouch.
Lots of ow. Yeah, I think at this point we're confirmed vanilla trap tiles.
Yep.
And TNT in Marsh.
He blowing stuff up. And you found a house. Wouldn't it be nice to just open a box and find a house? No mortgage, just a house.
Yeah, and Climinteedus taking his gains and warping out.
That's how you do it. And if I'm Climinteedus, I actually would have went up to Ordeals, just knock out this side of the map. And lo and behold, probably going to see the doors.
Yeah, probably. Since you just got TNT, you might as well turn that in, see what you get for it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be funny if he got the crown so he could check northwest on the way back.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, so sorcerers have a spell list. I see Cure 3, Fire 2.
Hooray!
Oh, we got the spare, the Hooray Dwarf on.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the floater?
Well, that was definitely a good venture.
And Devious falling to the sorcerers.
As they say again, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, goodness knows how threatening they tend to be in vanilla with that death touch, but in Randomizer they tend to be nerfed somewhat, but not this time.
Mm-hmm. Also, I don't know if Climinteedus saved. They should probably do some of that. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I tend to be paranoid about that too, but I think housing was at a little bit of a premium today, so I might not have that much.
Touche.
Devious able to get past the nightmare this time.
There we go. We got some money for our troubles. Some more cash.
Ice sword -2, ribbon -3, granted, but it's still a ribbon.
Ribbon is ribbon. When Final Fantasy 16 comes out and you get a ribbon, you could be like, oh, I got a ribbon?
And herb. And I did see, level 4 nuke.
For $926. Excuse me. And some heal pods.
Ooh, and there's the gold
plus
bracelet
ones.
for 10K.
10K.
Nice. Good value for that one.
Mm-hmm. We'll be coming back there to go shopping soon. But Climinteedus is on a mission to get the floater.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the seed so far? I mean, it doesn't seem that trolly, to be honest.
Not as of yet. We've been fine. The items, I'd say the floater wasn't in that bad of a spot. And
I think the floater is slower, but I think the floater is actually slower. I could be wrong. I could just be seeing that, but I think the floater is a little bit slower.
Yeah, but economy of movement, you'd be able to, shortest path is a straight line.
That is very true. Climinteedus grabbing the chime. I was like,
and what was in level 4 again? Life and wall. Okay.
Nah, it's regular speed.
All right. Do we have early Sarda?
And take it.
Yes, we do. And there's the rod. That's about the up. It's goodness knows if Sarda wasn't early, this would have been an unbeatable seed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's getting to the point where Now things are coming together. So exactly, I would have done the exact same move. Go to the left and figure out if one of those tiles is like the proper grind. It looks like vanilla's. So
Yeah,
just
if
get a good
it's
black belt
just
grinding.
yeah, it's just the it's just normal trap tiles this time around. Goodness knows, when I was a kid playing this, I tended to take that tile for a good bit, but I was also the kind of guy that ran 3 fighters and a white mage and actually saved up to buy steel armor for them all. But that was me. That was me back in the day, so who knows? What do I know?
I had an older cousin who put me on. He's like, "What are you doing with the scrub squad, man? You gotta get black belts on me." And then this is like, what? Change the game. I'm talking what? Ah, those are the days.
Yeah, of course, I was also the kind of guy that playing the Dawn of Souls version. I was the guy that ran 4 white.
Nice. Dawn of Souls version. Shout out to Minwoo. FF2.
Yep. Ooh, free gold bracelet. Nice.
That's what I'm saying. Give me that.
And it looks like Devious is heading towards Ice Cave.
Different moves, so there's been a bit of variance between the two of them. In relation to who has a bigger picture, I mean, it looks like Climinteedus so far has a better scope of everything. They haven't done ordeals, but at this point, I mean, they haven't had to need to do ordeals yet. Everything's piecing together for them.
I mean, goodness knows ordeals has to be done. It led to the herb that led to the bottle. But goodness knows, on the same token, Devious is going to have to go back to Marsh at some point, most likely.
Yep. Maybe they find the key here in Ice. And if so, at least that makes it a little bit more rewarding when they go and have to go on their trek, etc., so they can open up more chests along the way. Right now, taking down some Cobras. I mean, you get what you can take, right?
Yeah. And Climinteedus is running low on spell charges. Probably might want to head out and heal up some.
Mm-hmm. We got the
Ooh, I think those images had glands.
Ouch. Hope you got soft.
Yeah, he had a couple.
You found heal. What was that sword? It don't matter.
That was a dragon sword. I think it was a dragon sword +1, but I think the ice sword -2 is probably still better.
Yeah.
All right, what's the item here? It is the ruby.
Ruby. Paying 40 gold because
Climinteedus sticking with 2-man, not bothering to revive anyone, and Devious falls.
Ouch. Please put your S in chat. Okay, 3-man strat. I see you.
Yeah, it really.
Go ahead.
You really only need 1 black belt at the end of the day. You don't necessarily need 2 for the end game, unless the game really wants to throw stuff at you hard in Topher.
100%. What I'm thinking is Climinteedus is hoping that there's the eye grind, and then yeah, just kill off the thief and then just go ham on the eye grind for a while. That's what I would be thinking.
But Devious, knowing that it's the ruby there, decides, maybe not. As the enemies are being a bit too rough right now.
Yeah, right now is that point in time where Devious has to break through, so The thing about rando, no matter what, the first 20 to 30 minutes, there's always a point where you have to push through. Once you get a certain picture of the overworld will give you 5-6 items, and then you have to dive in somewhere, right? So you have to break through, whether it's going to be this volcano, or it's ice, or it was marsh earlier. You have to push through, even if it means reset 3 times and then get what you need to get through there. Because if you don't get the experience, and then over time, not only do you not get experience, but you're not also painting the picture because you don't know what the items are, et cetera, et cetera. So he has information, but he needs to start actually taking these battles and get more experience.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Climinteedus said that undead party pack there is giving him the business. Killed off the thief, muted the black belt so that the Thor hammer didn't work, and then petrified the red mage.
Ouch.
And looks like they've both decided to move on to the volcano.
Mm-hmm. Armory time. That's what I'll be thinking too.
Free pro ring, heal staff.
Cloth -1. We getting somewhere, y'all. Ooh, Pete. We are actually getting somewhere with Pete, so if we can stay alive. Where? Ribbo.
Another ribbon and a dragon
Ribbo.
armor, which is good for money.
Yeah, I mean, got bodied by centipedes.
Yeah, I think they had sleep. So
Yeah, they weren't playing. And in real life, centipedes will KO you.
Is that right?
Making the trek down, Devious continuing on. Not a Cerberus. Not Cerberus, but Cerberus. And of course, your old NES classic sprite fires, giving Climinteedus the business.
Yeah, notice both of our runners are still in the single digits in levels, so going after carry is going to be a little bit hairy.
And vicious, to say the least. Equip that Ribbo. I'm always one of those people where if I get a particularly good item, I stop. I'm equipping that. Because if I step on that tile, oh no, I don't want to get bodied.
Yeah, it's a good thing Devious did go out and save after getting that ribbon. That Wiz Ogre group just laid him out.
No good grinding.
Yeah, neither one tried to go for the eye grind, but honestly, I don't really blame them for it because just getting out afterwards is a bit of a thing with the images and wraiths behaving like they are.
That's a good point.
Oh, and something had stun in that group too.
I mean, they're definitely trucking along, right? Climinteedus, he's still going forward. Agama? Ooh, quadrupede.
Yeah, looks like
Alright,
Devious is going for the Agama.
Yep, can't go wrong. If people in chat got some Agama facts, please feel free to throw those in there. I'm not reading chat, but still, regardless, throw your facts in there.
And they're hitting decently hard. There was 2 hits for about 50 or 60, so that's not nothing.
Yeah, but it's manageable.
At least they've got decent damage dealing on everyone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the red mage with the ice sword. That's doing some good work right now.
Yeah, the Agama grind's gonna be the way to go for a little bit.
Another thing I noticed, even the dead characters are getting experience.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
So it's going to be an even longer grind than normal, and really it doesn't matter who's alive. So we
There's
can
no
just we
value.
can solo red mage on this, and everyone will get the levels anyway.
Seriously, there's no then if that's the point, then there's no value in. Oh, it looks like they noticed, eh? Looks like there's no value in banning anyone.
Yeah. So it don't matter if they're alive or dead. So might as well try to keep them alive to get the kills quicker.
Seriously.
At that point, for Topher, might as well put up both black belts if you're grinding, if you're doing this grind.
I mean, you might as well, right? I mean, it's gonna be a slow grind. Get one of them to 42. I mean, if everyone's sharing experience, then there is no one of them to 42, right? Just
yeah,
grind.
If you're getting 1 to 42, you're getting them all to 42.
Just grind. Looks like they're definitely gonna get value out of that Cure 4 at level 6 edge.
Yeah, so yeah, with this knowledge, I'm actually curious to see how high Devious is going to go with this one. Because it ain't going to be a fast grind if the experience is going to still be split 4 ways.
Exactly. And you know that your opponent eventually, even if they don't realize that at first, they're gonna figure that out. So you're like, okay, if it's a slow grind, there is a method to madness. Do you want to go fast and then chance Topher just completely wrecking you, or it could be a breeze? I'm just gonna put in the 42 rather than 50, because with that, I feel like 2 black belts 42, level 1 life 2, I can't beat.
Yeah. Yeah, with 2 black belts at 42, it will take a lot to keep you down.
It's that simple. Go tail up real quick if you want to get access to what Invis 2, right?
Yeah, Invis 2 was on the 4th slot of level 1, which requires a promotion for the red mage.
It's like if we don't find the white shirt, then okay, but so it does not look like Climinteedus. I mean, maybe they know and they just don't care yet. But economy-wise, it's definitely more efficient to just have more characters up swinging. For Devious, I could understand from a menuing point of view, 3 is probably maximum.
Yeah,
optimal. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna get it done regardless, and then you don't have to actually click on the 4th menu box. So if you're thinking about compounding all that time over all these battles, you'll save a bunch of it. But it definitely looks like Devious understands that they're all sharing experience, so you need to get the action and economy appropriate. So many things to consider. That's what I love about FF. That's what I just love about randos in general, you know? Is the replayability of your favorite games.
Oh, yeah. And with Final Fantasy Randomizer in general, there are just so many options. If you want it, you can do it.
Absolutely. And the very best part about it is just the walking speed, because nobody's cranking up their old FF1 ever again playing it on NES. Like, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, faster walking speed, faster menuing, faster transitions.
I don't care about buying heal pots at a time. Just as soon as you walk, I'm like, yeah, I'm cutting this game off.
Oh yeah, especially those of us who didn't have a turbo button.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't have a turbo button back in the day, so yes, I did have.
What are you talking about? Turbo button? I was lucky to have a system. That's what my mom was saying. You want a what? You lucky to get games, boy. She thought they was equipped on the system. I'm like, Mom, what you mean? You want a joystick? You want a what? Nah. There's no such thing as turbo in my house.
Yeah, these red dragons have a bit of defense on them.
I mean,
not that much for health, though.
Nope.
And
it's an
incentivized location, too.
Okay, so this is interesting. So right now, Climinteedus has a bit of an advantage in terms of, I guess, key items, overworld, etc., right? Um, but Devious has done the grind better. I mean, even though, XP is getting shared, it looks like they're just ahead in terms of this grind a little bit better. I could be wrong because I'm not assessing, I guess, the HP values of the two Dan characters, but they're level 16 right now. And yeah, Red D's actually might be a good option. Smart pivot.
I mean, it's that Ice Sword is doing a lot of work right now.
And you're getting more. You're getting about nearly 200 more XP per round than the Agama. Super good pivot, and you got to take it where you can give it. Technically, I would still consider this part of a walking grind, even though you're going to stay here and park for a second. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I love seeing all the strats on display here, just understanding, experience tables, etc., knowing where you can get the most value. Now, wasn't Devious actually commentating a few hours ago?
Possibly, I wasn't really. I was focusing more on this race. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this Red Dragon is actually less threatening than the Agamas have been.
Yeah.
Because I saw it use Scourge, which is, not much. And I don't even remember seeing it, actually use a physical.
Nope. I wonder what level Devious is going to go up to. They're at 16 right now, right?
Devious? I think that's 17, 18.
Okay, and Climinteedus is at 15.
Oh, yep, Devious is at 18 now.
That's a solid level right there.
And looks like he's done with that particular phase of the grind. Might be heading for carry now. Or walking out. I
don't know if I agree with this, Devious.
Maybe he wants to save those levels?
Nah, I mean, I can respect that. Because you never know what carry he's going to have, considering this is one of those seeds you just don't know anything. So it's all good until it's actually not all good. And then all of a sudden, all that time you invested in these levels. So the risk to reward does make sense. I mean, the minute and a half you'll have to sacrifice to get back versus if you got bodied without these levels.
Making use of that one free full cure that we started with.
There's a full cure?
Yep, apparently they started with one. It's basically a cure 4 from the looks of it. Okay, so this is an interesting thing. Devious is not going back in to go after carry, so he's heading off somewhere else. Maybe he wants to take another stab at Ice Cave. So we do know that it's the Ruby. Nope, no, he's going somewhere else. Notice he's got a good bit of money after that. Maybe he's go ahead and get that Oxyel now. Yeah.
Grab that Oxyel, get those houses. Yeah, it's a good time, I guess, to, grab some items so then you can do what you need to do freely moving forward.
Can't get Cure 4. Can't get anything for that red mage right now.
Nope.
And looks like Climinteedus is walking out too.
The value of saving levels is a pregame.
Yeah, especially when we know that you're not getting a solo grind here no matter what. So
Nope.
Having to losing the grind under those circumstances just makes it that much worse.
Yeah, it would break your heart. Like right now, I don't want to see this on Climinteedus' side. I really don't.
And I don't think did Climinteedus check the red dragon chest? Not sure if he did.
Oh.
And, he did. Climinteedus did get wiped. Oh, that hurts.
No.
And those P's were unrunnable, so there was no getting out of that. Oh,
Woo.
wow, that hurts.
That's that feeling in your stomach when you brought a very bad report card home when you was a kid to your parents and you knew, like, you were in for it.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Please put an F in chat for the boy Climinteedus right now.
Yeah, and Devious is going back to ice.
Wow, Devious is just ham out here. Oh my gosh, they don't believe in saving nothing, do they? They're just like, nah, we walking in, homie. We just kicking in doors. We don't knock on them.
He's probably, since he knows it's the ruby, he might just go in, grab the ruby, and warp back out.
Mm-hmm.
Since she's got more spell charges to be able to do that with now.
True. I mean, still, I always believe in just taking 2 seconds to save. But hey, I'm talking, I'm not playing, right? So, what do
I guess there's a reason why we're in the booth and not on the
What do
controllers.
I really know about this game? Nuking mummies always feels good.
Yeah, especially when you can't run away from them. Might as well just get them out your way.
Kaplow.
So that definitely is giving Devious the advantage, both in the levels and having the slab knowledge.
Yep. Once they go back to Marsh, they'll be able to get everything to get the floater.
Yep.
It's not a terrible seed. And I mean, considering the party composition, the spells, what they can do, Topher could be crazy, but it seems like they have everything at their disposal to make sure that they can go in there and take care of them, you know?
Yeah.
These rates are ridiculous, though. Why do they have like 500 HP?
Yet they have the tools. It's just a matter of making the most out of said tools.
Yep.
And yep, he's going for the eye. Let's see if the eye has anything stupid on it.
Yeah, we'll stop here for some eyes for a bit. Excuse me.
Has a decent amount of defense on it, but it's being consistently one-rounded, so that's good.
That's it. I would stay here to 24. It's the best grind I've seen so far.
And the eye seems to be just punch happy at the moment. Oh, it does have stun touch though. So that ain't nothing, but
It ain't nothing. You right. It just adds an extra round. And if that's the worst that you have to incur, then I'm standing at 24.
if stun touch is the worst thing this eye does, that ain't that bad.
It's that simple. Anything else could have anything else, but this eye has nothing but stun touch, so. Stay here for 4 more minutes, get your levels, and then be like, sweet, everyone's 24, let's make some moves.
Yeah, meanwhile, Climinteedus is grinding around Crescent Lake, trying to get some more levels so that the unfortunate happenstance from before doesn't happen again.
learn quickly. And then we just got those wraiths with just thousands of HP. Getting blasted away by nukes, thankfully.
Yeah. Honestly, I would probably be more afraid of the images with glance, really.
Okay, level 20. I can respect that.
Flame shield, Aegis shield, just shop fodder, really.
Yep. Frost wolves. No more than those.
Yeah, one nice thing about the trap tiles being vanilla, at least you know what you're getting into when you're taking these trap tiles. And looks like Devious not even checking those last chests. He's just gonna peace out.
Going hammer land. Complimentary nuke.
Yeah, though, chat is mentioning that there is the possibility of loose items. We haven't seen any of those yet. But we are still missing the loot and the key. And the cube. Yeah, those are all still out there somewhere.
That's true, but we've got the rod, so we haven't seen the vampire chest.
Right.
And Red D was also incentivized, so I'm likely to think that that's going to be incentivized. The chances of loose items are getting mathematically lower.
Yeah, and we've got access to Titan's Trove now.
With the ruby, so it's not impossible, I don't think, but it's almost getting to a point where it's no loose items.
Yeah, it's looking very much not likely right now.
There could be the one loose item though, and then that actually would be very annoying.
If we really want to go annoying, Keylock Marsh.
Ooh.
If you really want to go annoying, that's what you do if you want to go really annoying.
That would be the worst. Be like the cube is here all along. You found Ruby.
Alright, so where's Devious going now? Is he going to go back to Marsh, or is he going to check other things first?
What's there to check?
Well, I mean, he could go to Titan's Trove.
Yeah, that's a good point. Go feed the Titan.
And technically, he does have access to the vampire chest now without the rod, but that would be unfortunate.
Yeah, it would. And
although with this, it does give him access to Sarda Cave, so that will give him access to the rod anyway.
That's good, because he made a conscious decision to walk out of Volcano, which I understand. So it kind of compounds, like when you go into these adamant. So when you go into a dungeon, I guess now the next time he goes into a dungeon, you do want to just KO it, right?
Yeah, if you've already, at this point, unless you're trying to hunt down for another ribbon or something. It's pretty much just it's just key items and go, more or less.
Pretty much. And you still have to consider calculating the grind, because until I'm level 28, I don't think I can even attempt going to Topher. I feel like, in Topher, I'll gain another 2 levels. I can get through at level 30 if the circumstances are right, but they still got to grind, so.
And Climinteedus taking the Frost Dragons.
All right.
Just checking the one.
I mean, I wish they would have just popped that one, just warped, you know, and did some eye grinding for a little bit. Because there's a pronounced difference now, you know, level 13 to what, level 20?
Yeah, definitely. But considering that unless you have enough charges to warp out directly, just getting through the Undead Party Pack is no small thing, especially at the levels that Climinteedus is at.
It isn't a small thing. I guess I would more rely on, you gotta push through, but hopefully just, nah, you're right. Nah, you're right. After saying what I was thinking about, I'm like, nah, what am I talking about?
Ew, unrunnable cobras. Wonderful.
Not the most fun. But they run away from us. Complimentary Ice 3. Ooh, cobras and now asps.
Yeah, Devious is just in straight incentive, just checking incentives, not even checking any loose chests right now.
I mean, you know, based off of going to the Titan that there are no loose items, right?
Is that true?
Isn't it? I mean, I guess I'm presuming that there's not one loose item.
Yeah, if it's a loose item, it could be anywhere. But...
yeah, if it is one loose item, then that's actually extremely trolly.
Well, just think, what other possible incentivized locations do we have left? We got Sea, we got Sky, Gaia, Lefane, and Waterfall.
Yep.
And that's the Oxyel bot for Climinteedus.
And the loot. Well, there we go. Can't be better than that.
Yep. We'll just need the cube and the key, and we're good.
That's it.
So, based off of what we see, no, the cube can't be in Sky. So it's likely either it could be in really any of the other locations previously mentioned.
So at this point, outside of getting the orb, we're going to Waterfall. It's the quickest route to a check.
Yeah. Although getting around to there from the boat will be a bit of a thing, but...
yeah, that's right.
And we also we don't know if we have Northern Docks in this one.
Ooh. Did not consider that.
We hadn't seen anything up on the north half yet, so we don't know what we even have access to without the... Oh, hello, Squint!
Ooh, that makes things spicy. It's like when you add a little bit of jalapeno sauce to the dish without anyone knowing, and people are like, oh.
And now to face off. What was that? A party member back there behind Lich?
I did not see
I
that.
saw somebody.
Well, Devious is just going straight Rodney Dangerfield. 0% respect for this type of sprite. Just clicking attack, mate. And it works. What is that? I obey, master. Thief joined. Nah.
So yeah, if you wanted a thief, if you wanted another thief, you could have another thief, but that's not the
Well,
case.
there you
So
go.
that begs the question of what classes we'll see in the other ones. Like, say, if we find like a white mage or a black mage, maybe.
And that's what I'm thinking, right? You know, there's also value. I mean, we've got the is Excalibur's plus or minus?
Excal's +4. We've seen Dragon Armor. We've seen Aegis Shield. If we see a fighter, that could be something.
You know, it's something to think about. It's something to think about. Now, granted, you still have to grind before leveling up for the MDef with your black belt, right? But outside of that, I mean, that's something to think about because you do have good items.
And I don't think they sold any of that good night gear. And that was a Masa +1.
Ooh, the Masa, the triple hooray.
Lots of hoorays right there, yeah.
Yeah, now that just changes the game. That's worth not even being, you know, a key item, because that is a key item. Now I'm not changing my party at all. I don't need to change my party. I'm good.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like Masa just has that much value to me.
Yeah, it's like I don't care what I got. I have damage, period.
Exactly. And it was plus. It's like, oh no, I'm good, son. Yep, I've got damage now. I'm good. I don't need to change anything. What are these extra party sprites you speak of?
Do we have Northern Dock? We do not. I think I seem to recall there being an option for a dock at Bahamut too, but
Go on and get that Masa again, and then go on to Marsh.
Yeah, most likely. That's really the only option he's got left.
I mean, he has not gone to Ordeals.
Been to Ordeals.
Oh, I thought he didn't go.
No, Ordeals had the herb, which led to the bottle.
You're right. Time to Marsh again. That was his first roadblock, right? And then that's why he actually ended up going doing all that other stuff. That's right.
Yeah, Devious was not able to get much done in part because of, I believe, the ghouls had like rub and such.
Mm-hmm. Going ham. Oh my gosh, these people just live on the edge, don't they? It's like, nah, I don't believe in saving. We don't do that in 2021, y'all. They tell you don't drink and drive. I tell you don't enter dungeons without saving, but
yeah, personally, I've taken a liking to autosave on wipes, but I'm pretty that's not active this time around.
That's definitely not active, but I mean, autosave on wipes is that's a luxury.
It definitely gives you a bit more liberty to do some harder stuff. So that way you know that if that dying doesn't have quite as bad a consequence as it normally does.
You'd be like, yeah, I'll get bodied, homie. I'll come back a little bit later. It's no problem. I mean, I get it. You got warps galore. So the question is, where's this key? I'm going to call Waterfall, but it probably won't be there, to be honest.
I'm going to say Sky.
That would definitely be a more spicy option. Now, if you are Devious and Climinteedus, are you going to check any of the sky chests or mermaids?
Mermaids, probably not. Well, I mean, I guess it all depends on which order you do the dungeons in.
That makes sense.
If you don't have the cube yet, and you've figured out by process of elimination that you have to go get the slab chest to get the cube, you might go with just clean out mermaids, but otherwise probably not.
I know it's not necessary. I know it's a time consumption, but the way I feel about mermaids is, yeah, it's a time investment, but considering how the grinding is working in terms of experience, I'm gonna cede maybe 3-4 minutes of error time. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can't power grind. So I know there's going to be an investment my opponent has to give. So I feel I can default X amount of minutes to something else. And you might get an extra ribbon. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, like, aside from, I think we've seen 2 ribbons already. Besides that 3rd ribbon, what would we actually be looking for?
That's a good point. Besides that 3rd ribbon, there's nothing else really that you need. Everything else is there for you. We know where gold bracelets are. They're like 10 G's. So
yeah, we've seen pro rings, we've seen gold bracelets.
Yeah, you're actually right. Risk to reward. There's only the 1 ribbon, so. I'll tell you what's a great upgrade just in terms of the FFR community, though. Being able to purchase stuff without doing, the buy 10 at a time. Just scroll and say, nah, I need 99. I need 63.
Definitely nice, definitely nice. And there is the key.
The key. Wow, well, there you go. The whole thing is painted virtually.
So that opens up 2 more incentive locations. That's Corneria locked and Marsh locked. We pretty much have access to everything. Devious already has the slab translated.
The dream is still alive for Marsh locked, y'all.
The only thing that can be in Marsh lock that would really be relevant would be the cube. That's really all we're looking for.
That's it. But the dream is still alive. Oh, there goes the cube. It was loose.
Oh, wow. The cube ended up being loose after all. Dang.
Oh, my God. The 1 lose.
Wow.
Oh, there you go. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
I hate to say it, but I feel terrible for Climinteedus because, Devious just walked into that. That was the most random, oh my God, I found a cube. Like, oh, sweet. I was going to spend 35 minutes looking for this.
And I just double checked. I don't see, there is no Cardia incentive. So yeah, that was legitimate loose right there.
Wow. How about that? Well, we're good to go.
Okay, actually, yes. Apparently, it's a recent thing, but apparently there is a incentivized Cardia chest. It was that one. I did not have the most recent version up. Yep, there it is right there. Okay. Shows how often I played this, I guess.
Touche.
And I did not see. Did Climinteedus go walk out, or did he go through carry? I didn't even look.
I think he went through carry.
Okay. I'll have to see next time in menus whether we got the fire orb lit or not.
Well, here's some fist compliments of the black belt to the shark. Ooh, and Climinteedus is just picking up meat.
Until recently, he wouldn't have been able to use it anyway.
Exactly. Very good addition. Feels good when your pockets are fat, you walk into the store and you're like, give me some of that. I like what Devious is doing. Checking a few chests doesn't hurt. Albeit you are...
Oh, I'm wondering if this might be more for the experience. Just doing a little bit of a walking grind under somewhat controlled circumstances, since you know what you're in for.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and there's that orb lid.
Ooh, yeah, nobody wants to see that with those glares.
Ooh, yeah. That hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And one other thing I noticed, there was a red mage behind Carrie, because Climinteedus has 2 of them now.
Ooh.
He swapped out, and that's why he's going back to town, so he's getting spells for that red mage.
Well, not a bad option. Staying alive, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the Invis 2 is at level 1, but unfortunately he has to promote first.
Mm-hmm. Waters, I hate them. Listen, in real life, water, nothing like it. It's the best. Don't let anyone tell you a drink is better. In this game, waters, can't stand them. I want nothing to do with H2O.
Well, I mean, water can be rather forceful.
It can.
And in this game, they definitely can hit you pretty hard.
That's what I'm saying. Gotta throw out that ice.
Yep, Ice 3 against the water is one of the few times where you can see more damage than a nuke.
Seriously. Seafood snack pack.
And that does look like a fighter behind Kraken.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I mean, at this point, I'm taking just raw damage over the fighter because I've got the Masa.
Yeah, possibly.
That's me. Like, I got the Masa, I don't really need it, you know, and I do value being able to run with the Thief just in case, but it's not a bad option regardless. It's not like you're losing anything if you swap out the fighter, but I would take just me, both persons, just 2 black belts.
Ooh, the Kraken is packing some defense, though.
I'm giving it a little bit of respect. Too fast.
And so the Kraken that can do that too.
Ouch.
Still 9 hits for 172 though. Oof.
You know what we need in our lives? We need some lock.
No, the number of hits isn't the issue. It's the damage per hit.
Mm-hmm.
But Kraken does go down. Thankfully, Kraken wasn't able to hit that double strength swinging going on, so.
Oh, got that taken care of. An orb has been lit, and a waterfall need not be explored. Check the Oasis vendor.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it'll all just lead to equipment at this point.
Mm.
Which, I mean, a power gauntlet wouldn't be a bad thing. It's not really the thing that you need right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if I can't walk into, a white cape at this point, I'm not really going for it. I'm skipping greater than less than at this point. It's too much of a time investment.
Yeah.
Because I'm still level 22 and I don't feel confident. That, I can.
And Devious C, that first encounter Tyro.
Steak.
Getting some extra XP in there.
Listen to all our vegan friends. You too would enjoy this type of steak.
Ooh, there's a Sun Sword for sale.
Well, there you go.
When you got 2 red mages, sure. Sun Sword's good.
That's what I'm saying. Even though it's -2, that's residual damage per swing.
And that was a legendary shop. That was an Earth Cave.
What?
Uh-huh.
That's dope.
I had not seen that, but I knew they existed. I'd never seen that before, though.
I've never seen that with my own eyes either. Doth my eyes bequeath me?
Just goes to show you there are still ideas being formed for this randomizer. The people designing this game are not resting on their laurels. There's always new stuff going on.
Garmaduces, yeah, run from those. We'll never know what they packing. They're good on experience. Don't get it twisted, but it's not really worth it to find out that they got some other body. Nightmares ain't trying to die. Level 23.
Yeah, because they were hitting pretty hard back in Ordeals, and that ain't changed here.
Thought it could get some revenge, and it was like, nah. Slimes with no fire, just trying to bounce.
Devious is checking the incentivized chest here, and it is the crystal. I mean, you're passing by.
XP. It could be. You don't know. Maybe maybe he did the math and was like, "Oh, I'm getting extra XP per whatever," right?
Yeah, I never would have noticed that.
So, and you do want to quantify your XP whenever you can. Well, there you go. Sans the crown. Devious has got everything.
And, well, it's not maze for fourth floor. But there is one big thing we need to know, the status of Warmeg. Is it vanilla? Is it required? It wasn't roaming, for sure, because we probably would have seen one by now.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping the old boy robot chicken, they got to go through him. The old boy, I might add.
Alright, Bridge Destiny time. Oh, there's the +2 katana.
Oh. I mean, +2 katana's sweet.
Yeah, no requirement, but that is a white mage behind Tiamat. That might be a decision. Just because of extra stacks of inf too.
Absolutely. I mean, you already have, your red mage has utility, and you've got the Masa, so I'm switching it out I can switch that out for the thief. I will take life over not running from a battle or two, right?
And what's best about it is that character comes in, it don't come in at level 1. It comes in right, at least under these flags, it comes in right at the same level as everybody else.
Exactly. I mean, I would swap it out. Now, if I didn't have Masa, absolutely would not swap it out. That's just being facts with you, because there's too much time, but because I've got that Masa and I know I can still swing. Like the thief, utility just sits better with me. Yeah, and I can go grab it Viz too without even having to promote. Now you don't have to go see Bahamut.
And meanwhile, question in chat, I think that katana was like a +1 or a +2. And ooh, his ticket is swapping out one of the black belts for a white mage.
Ooh, okay. I mean, different thinking. I don't think it's bad at all. It's just different than what I would have done. But it's still a good option regardless. It gives you variety. You can still get away from all the battles that you need to, right?
Look at that health that white mage got.
Ridiculous.
It's like
ridiculous.
Dang.
Yeah, Devious is feeling really good about this party. I mean, they don't have the katana. That's the only thing that they're missing, right?
Yeah, but that was an Earth 4, so they
exactly.
Ain't
Who cares? Who cares about a katana? Go buy some spells. And get some Ruse in your life. Get some Cure 3 in your life. The only thing I want to see is a land.
We have seen it. I believe that was on the
level 4, right?
I think so, yeah.
I'm hoping they buy land. You can have your nukes, you can have your fades. Give me land, boy. Careful.
Cure 4 is always good.
Mm-hmm. Taking care of business real quick. I like this. Now, looking at Climinteedus' side. Ooh, okay, they're moving in a good direction. They're about to get, they are about to get the,
Getting that cube, or...
Yep, and yeah, the cube. And that's gonna at least, that's gonna pull so many things in their direction. Thank goodness. Getting that cube is just superb. Because
unfortunately, they will still need to go through ordeals.
Oh, of course. But
Because
it's a process of elimination now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the herb to get the bottle to get the key.
But they haven't gone through ordeals yet, right?
They have not. They have not touched ordeals yet.
That's what I'm saying. So now it's more just a process of elimination. You know, they don't know that nothing else is technically, you know, out there loose. Or wherever the crown is.
Yeah, but at this point, they have the slab translated. They could go to Lefane. They could go to the waterfall. We know it won't lead to much. It may lead to something nice, but it won't be what they're looking for.
Yeah, so hopefully they get to ordeals and do all that before they go.
Ooh, we're seeing a promotion.
That's interesting. Did the black mage come with did the black belt come with MDef?
MDef improvement? I don't think so. That was the thief that had the MDef improvement.
I don't know if I'm sacrificing that MDef in the black belt.
Well, there is that one flag that makes the MDef +3/+4 instead of its vanilla. Even if I looked at the stats, I wouldn't know if that flag was on or not.
Fasting in our lives. Okay. Ooh, Perry demands a little bit of respect now. Nothing happens with the nuke? Did I see that correctly? Oh, okay, 368.
Nah, I think it was something the white mage did do not do anything.
Yeah, it was weight. Yeah, you know what, actually, thinking back on both of their decisions to not take on Carrie at the time, even though they would not have known it, it was the perfect decision. They would have got bodied.
Yeah, Carrie don't mess around.
Nah, Carrie wants some respect on her name today.
Getting that fade for the white mage.
That's it. White mage looking super clean with the fade on top, like, extra crispy. Oh, didn't buy a lamp, Devious. You broke my heart. It was right there for you to click.
Oh! Bahamut! We gotta fight Bahamut.
That's sick.
Oh,
that's
boy.
Sick. All right, this is a battle that we want to be interested in, so we're going full nuke.
And Bahamut, he hits hard, but it didn't was too bad for health.
Nothing here, but we are now stronger. I mean, sinking in the investment, I would check out the blessings. Devious buying some gold armor.
Alright, so at about an hour and 15, we're heading into Topher.
As Reggie Fields MA would say, my body is ready. That's how Devious is feeling.
Until we see Kraken 2, we don't know if anyone's bodies are ready yet.
Exactly. They'd be like, I'm going right back to Ice, y'all. Or go hang out and get some steak real quick. It's cool, though. This has been a cool seed. We've seen a legendary shop. We've seen the Coronaria incentivized chest. Like, we've seen some just spicy things, honestly.
I think you mean Cardia, but yeah.
Yeah, Cardia. That's what I mean, Cardia. We've seen some cool stuff. You know, a Bahamut fight, it looked vanilla-ish, but actually there was enough sprinkled in there where there's a lot of variance in the seed.
Yeah, seeing the character swapping post fiend fights, which it's kind of as a counterpoint to the 4 force that we had.
Mm-hmm. I consider this seed one that's how it's a very good quasi understanding of true fundamentals, because you've got the vanilla trap tiles, stuff like that, so you need to understand the basic game at its core, but also it's how well can you infuse the core fundamentals of the regular game with the new things that we're sprinkling in here, which is every rando, but that's kind of how I felt this seed was, because it looks like regular Final Fantasy 1. Aside from Turbo Chase.
And I think one of the few things we hadn't seen this seed, exit.
Ooh.
That's probably the one thing that we hadn't seen here.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
that was what? Probably
unless
7.
Yeah, 7 or 8 for sure. But yeah, not that we would. It would be a really weird circumstance to use exit here in Topher.
Yeah.
But Climinteedus is heading back into Waterfall.
Ouch. So unfortunately, they did not make that move to Ordeals.
Nope. I mean, I get it, because Waterfall is, at least in theory, a faster check.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Devious. Alright, Lich 2, are you worthy of our respect this day?
So far, it looks like Fire 3.
Yeah, Fire 3.
Yet. It does stuff.
Okay, 2 rounds of Masa, and that's done.
So. Heal Pot is our friend. Heal potting fast on the menu may not be our friend.
It still feels weird seeing the white mage have more health than the black belt. That is just. And one thing, I don't know if Devious ever checked what the blessings are on the white mage.
I don't know if they checked either. For all we know, they could have just been like, "Oh yeah, white mage is Goku." He goes Super Saiyan if you don't go below half.
Okay, carry hits decently hard. Ooh, hello, Bane.
Bane.
And
Thankfully, you still got your red mage up, and also the Masa holder.
Yeah.
So Carrie wants a little bit of respect on her name.
Oh,
ooh,
there's
Cure 4.
That's the Cure 4 out of the pool now.
I mean, that is good to see in that it is out of the pool, but it's definitely not fun to see right now.
Okay, the 2, that's fine. And the robot had the crown.
And okay, cool. So we took care of it. And see, this is all right. Everyone's back up. Yeah. Life 2s, and I mean we've still got extra life 2s in the back. So
not to mention, I'm pretty sure Devious still has that 1 Phoenix down left from when we started.
You are correct.
So keeping hold of that this whole time might be a big game changer if both mages go down against either Kraken 2 or Tiamat 2.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting to see the red mage in the 3rd slot versus the white mage for that extra little bit of evasion bonus.
Ow, glare.
But I understand the reasoning why. Because in this type of seed, the red mage just has a little bit more value. Seafood Party Pack giving the business, y'all.
And Climinteedus getting that massa.
Don't leave home without it.
Ooh, Devious up to level 26.
That feels good. How much life 2s you got? You better bring up the...
Ooh, and Aestos has a ribbon. So that's our third one.
You can run for waters. Sweet. Not bringing up the white mage?
Maybe reshuffling things first.
I was about to say.
All right, Kraken 2, how mean are you going to be today? And it seems clear that
Absorb.
Kraken punched and the black belt survived.
Mm-hmm.
And oh boy, there's
Nuke.
That's not nice.
That's not what you want to see. I mean, it's thankfully out of the spell, list again, but there's still nuclear. There's still some other things you don't want to see.
The Cure 4 goes off at least. Nice too.
Yep.
Not bad. Another nuke.
Double nuke.
And ooh. Was that precision damage? It was. I thought it looked like precision damage, but I wasn't sure if that was 334 or 384 that was dealt.
I'm not sure, but that was just.
Oh, in chat confirming that was exact damage.
Wow.
Precision strike from Kraken 2.
Wow. AI was like, nah. What's your HP at? That. Well, you got some from R ankylos. I never want to see those.
Yeah, those are.
They're just not worth it. Thankfully, it went down to a nuke.
High roll nuke for sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I hate R ankylos.
But at least we have some information. We know Kraken's double nuke.
Mm-hmm. We know about that Cure 4 as well on was that Carry or Lich?
That was on Carry, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Medusa's.
And I think on levels, things are have evened out some on the level front between our two runners.
That's good.
But if Devious continues to have issues with Kraken 2, that'll definitely give Climinteedus a chance to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
He's still 2 dungeons behind. But if Topher decides it wants to be mean, sometimes there just ain't nothing you can do about it besides maybe grind more levels.
That's it. Blizzard.
And meanwhile, Climinteedus still has to do ordeals, but at this point, I suspect he's probably going to last location that. Since he's been checking everything else first.
Yeah.
Unfortunate since it's a fetch chain for that one.
Mm-hmm. Double encounters. Better item use economy this time for Devious. No one was going ahead.
At least we know that the fiend fights haven't been punching too hard. Kraken. We did see Kraken 2 swing, and it did just immediately obliterate whatever he went after.
That's true.
Oh, there's the Bane though. Oh, everyone survived.
Good. And terminated before the Cure 4 could come out as well.
Nice. Warmeg!
Ooh, robot chicken.
And Climinteedus is taking it.
Climinteedus has seen it all today. Bahamut, now Wombat. You gotta give the people what they want.
And I know that he's got the master with the Masamune and has did find that katana for the ninja.
And the master goes down.
Yeah, that's where all the big beefy hits went to Warmech. Yep, ink, free round.
Oops, somebody got darkness, and what could you use? Lamp.
Or you could just use nuke. That works too.
Yeah, you can get 15,000 XP. Rude.
Oh, another one!
Ooh, double Warmax. Wow.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't think Climinteedus will have level issues anymore. Meanwhile, we're at
a monster.
Kraken 2, and the nukes are coming out. And that was 10 hits for and that was 10 hits for 72. Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah, a lot of absorb on Kraken. We know another nuke's coming out real soon.
And the thief is down.
This ain't good.
No, it's not. Oh, what?
Yep.
Okay, I think we have random encounter table for Warmech because this is a common fight that apparently Devious just dodged by Hero running the entire bridge.
Imagine if you knew about that. You would just park there, right? I mean, the time investment is worth it, knowing every battle you're getting a level.
A level?
Yeah.
Multiple levels. He's already up to 29.
You know what I mean? The time investment would be worth it for sure.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Devious has decided to go do other things. Got an opal bracelet from Matoya.
Congratulations.
I mean, that's not. No, we don't have 4 Warmechs. Darn. But dang, that was probably the best thing Climinteedus could have had. Killing 3 Warmechs. That was a heck of a lot of experience right there. And I think that gives him like I think that's a 5-level edge on Devious right now. Because I think Devious is at 24 right now.
Yep, honest to goodness, all that time we seeded earlier, gained it right back with that plus. This is anyone's game. If anything, Climinteedus, albeit 2 dungeons behind, if Kraken 2 is the stalwart, then Climinteedus might be on a path of getting an advantage.
Yeah, and team at 1 was broken into pieces.
I'd love that.
Yeah, Climinteedus checking this one last thing before realizing he's got to go to Ordeals.
Congratulations, you just got yourself an Opal 1 bracelet.
I mean, it is Opal +1. That's still pretty good.
Yeah, there's nothing to laugh at. Third time's a charm, they say. Name of the game for Devious right now. As Climinteedus apparently has read the tale of the tortoise and the hare, as slow and steady might actually be the approach.
Yeah, and he is truly saving Ordeals for last because we're going to be seeing mermaids.
Yep. The value of mermaids? Nil.
And down goes Lich 2.
Could just be going to clear the orb, to be honest.
No, he's going mermaids.
Nah. As soon as you went right.
Yep.
Like, well, That dream is destroyed.
Yeah. So I think the most likely thing we're gonna see here is the power bracelet. Assuming that, of course, I don't know what the incentivized gear is for this.
Could see a white shirt as well.
Yeah. Free Invis 2 is always nice.
That's what I'm saying. I prefer a power bomb, but katana.
I think I saw a black shirt and a katana.
Not too shabby.
Hey, Climinteedus already has a katana, but
Excuse me. Well, Curry went down.
and he's taking the
Fast turn
time.
on her.
Yeah, he's taking the time to check everything else in here from the looks of it. And we are back on the water floor for Devious.
Mhm. Climinteedus found the mighty 2 build chest. Not 1, but 2.
Ooh,
Ruse
Ruse stick.
Can't beat that. Free ruse.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the type of things you think about when you're down to just nothing else with you got chaos and you know you can get by with just a little bit of extra edge.
What was that? I thought I saw a white shirt there, but maybe it went by so fast.
I don't know. If so, then that was a profitable venture in terms of items.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got Kraken 2 once again. And oh, there's something new, Blaze.
I think I saw Blaze last time. I like what they're doing though. They're going straight DPS because they're not about to have. They're not trying to at least allow
Yeah, question in chat. Where is the key? The key is in Gaia, the bottle is in Elfin Castle, and the herb is in Castle Ordeals.
Mm-hmm. We got past Kraken 2.
Nice.
And I mean, we got Nuke off the table, so really, Tiamat, we're hoping we're not seeing what, nuclear?
Yeah, pretty much. I think Crack is still on the table.
Oh yeah, Crack is on the table.
Ooh, an iron call.
You heard that right. Crack is on the table. What was that chest that Climinteedus just got?
I did not see.
It was something. I saw a bunch of plus stats. Alright, we're fasting up. Stop. That's a free turn. Aside from the yeah.
Oh, that was the Vorpal sword. Yeah, I think no pluses.
Just warps.
It is a thing that exists.
Exactly. I'm a fan of. I go Masa. I'm Team Masa. So hate me if you want. If you're Team.
Although the crit chance on the Vorpal is actually better than on the Vorpal. So the katana is just better in every sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it is an option for the red mage, and looks like he's putting it on one of the red wizards.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Better. It's
a sword that exists.
I think that might actually be better than a Sun Sword -2 at this point.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Tiamat doesn't look like it's threatening, to be honest.
Oh, there's tornado. We saw damage poison earlier.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't really say tornado. It hurts, but only really the thief. This has no M-Def, and it still's got that +10 M-Def anyway, so actually was able to survive it.
And I didn't see the heal 3 in level 1 white magic. That's a nice thing to have here.
Very good addition, right?
Yeah, fire 3.
Chuck those out there.
Not much. Not much.
It kind of makes sense, you know. There's every party member has utility. Granted, I still might have, maybe not even might have. I would have gone with double black belt if I were Devious, but every party member has utility. You know, they're still able to run away from waters, and you might not have guaranteed that with 2 black belts.
Yeah, the team at 2 is proven to be kind of high defense, but goes down.
It's down. That's all that matters. And you still got fast at this point, so you can DPS chaos no matter how long it takes, in so long as it doesn't blast double nuclears.
Though that does bring up an interesting question. Will we actually be fighting chaos?
Yeah, it could be, you know, it could be Kraken 2 again for all we know, with something else. Coupled with Robot Chicken. Could be Robot Chicken and Bahamut. We don't know.
Well, I mean, there's a set list of alternate fights. But... All right, is it chaos? Yes, it is. Okay.
It is chaos. Yep, looks like we can DPS this.
5 for 5.
2 hits, 290.
6 for 100.
Not really what you want to see, but we got Invis 2s. Okay.
301.
301. Got some ruse in our arms.
Ooh, yep, and chaos is missing.
Mm-hmm.
431.
One more stack of Invis 2.
And we haven't seen Chaos use any abilities yet. It's been all punching so far.
And our health is above, even if it does nuclear. Aside from the black belt, will be up.
So the DPS could be better. Oh, there's Bane.
There's Bane.
And the White Mage is down. I guess White Mage didn't have the ribbon.
Yeah, not the best, but not the worst.
But I think we got max Invis stacks anyway, so
Yeah.
I think we're good in that regard.
So as long as you don't get a 1 out of 256, we should be fine, right?
Yeah, it's just hold A and pray here.
The classic.
141. It's slow going, but ooh, Chaos actually got some hits in there.
Mm-hmm.
Heal pod strats. Well, the stop, but it missed.
Drink.
Phoenix down.
The Phoenix.
Brought out the Phoenix down and then got immediately.
That
is rude.
Yo, AI was like, yeah, I'm semi-smart.
But it doesn't matter. Chaos goes down. And with an official time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 2 seconds, our winner of this race is DeviousRNG.
GG. Very good race. Screen is dissolving on Davis' side as Climinteedus, I believe, just picked up a knight. Got the Vorbs X-Tile. Yeah, the knight looks like it's appropriate.
Hey, it looks like Devious will be joining us for an interview. He's just taking a moment to compose himself.
Cool.
And I was we were so focused on that, I did not see. Climinteedus. Not only did Climinteedus beat Kraken, but decided to grab a knight. which had 80 HP and Thief Luck.
Thief Luck plus 30. Yeah, well, I mean, they've got the XCal plus 4, and the Vorps. It just depends on which ones has better crit. As Devious is actually in the chat with us. GG.
Thank you. It's been a little while since I've raced FFR, and yeah, that heart race at the end on your third or fourth dive into Topher is pretty intense.
Yeah, that Kraken kind of had it out for you for a bit.
Yeah, well, I thought the best part was doing exact damage to my feet on that second to last dive.
Yeah, we noticed that. Precision. You gotta love precision strikes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Then I thought, like, in typical fashion, getting the Phoenix down to work on my white mage, only to have Chaos punch it out.
No, it wasn't a punch out. It was a quad X.
Oh, quad X, right.
You had the semi-intelligent AI, just, you know what I mean? It was like, we kind of know what you're trying to do, bro. So nah.
Yep. Yeah, story of my life, man.
Yeah, but it was despite the results, it was a pretty smart move. You had the Phoenix down right from the start, and you saved it right until the end.
Like
I actually
RPG hardcore fan.
Actually, full disclosure, I was gonna cast the heal pot, and forgot that with this with all the new flags coming out, that you could actually cast like the full cures, downs and such from your inventory during a battle. So I feel very lucky that things ended up working out, even if it wasn't quite what I was planning. But yeah, it was getting dangerously close there with that chaos fight. I don't know what was left in the spell pool, but the fact that he landed a hit on that thief, who was my healer, I was lucky that the chaos low rolled his HP.
And I see Climinteedus is heading into Topher, except that he's missing something.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Did he not pick up the key?
He has not touched ordeals.
Oh.
He's gonna be in for a rude awakening once he gets to that floor. But was there any any particular flags that you made note of that you thought were rather interesting once you noted their existence?
I don't know if the flag crafter has made themselves known yet, but they are evil. One loose is very evil.
Actually, what loose are you referring to?
The cube in
That's not loose. That's a new incentive location.
Cardia.
Yeah, Cardia is a new incentive location.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look it up too. I didn't realize it at first either.
Blew your mind, right? Let me tell you something about yourself. I observed this. You go ham, bro. Are you kidding me? You have more than enough money, more than enough houses, more than enough cabins. You like, we not popping these. We not popping these. I'm like, bro, you walking straight into what? You're like, nah, we not popping these, bro. Maybe it was the heat of the moment, but there was just a few times I noticed little things like that, and I just thought it was funny. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
You just don't believe in popping cabins, do you?
So one flag that I definitely noticed that I thought was interesting was the dead characters gaining experience, and I'm pretty sure you if you didn't notice it before the Agama grind, you definitely noticed it then. So what was your thought regarding grinding once you realized that? Unfortunately, we're not actually hearing you. Or I'm not hearing you.
Other mod.
All right, my
And even in 2021, with the Internet of Even Things, these things do happen.
And modern technology, it's a wonderful thing when they actually work.
Mhm.
can you
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Can you all hear me now? Am I
Yes,
back?
we can.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I just moved into a new house, which is awesome, but there's some internet issues. So sorry about that.
Where
Sorry
you are
about
right now sounds extremely crisp.
Oh yeah, I switched over to my phone, so I wasn't using my computer anymore.
That 5G.
So yeah, I'll be good for the rest of the interview. But yeah, I think the last I heard was about the XP going to down characters.
Yes.
And it's one of those things of like you're so conditioned to be okay with down characters that we don't even really think about them. But when I had 2 black belts and one was down not doing anything, that's essentially just giving up 100-something hit damage every single round. Heal bots and low on magic, but also into other best grinds here. So picking up
Is it just me, or is Discord being...
I go to.
Yeah,
Okay.
Discord's being a little choppy.
And so another party-related decision. You're ultimately switching out one of your black belts for the white mage. Did you value, was it like the Inf 2 and other things that were played into that, or did you just feel one black belt plus a Masa Thief would be enough?
Yeah, the big decision, it was really around healing. I was trying to decide early because I needed some sort of AoE attack with the red mage, and having life 2 at level 1 took up 2 of my 3 spell slots. So it was, do you pick Brack, what was it, Brack, heal 3, or Invis 2? And at that point, when I realized I think I had realized characters were behind fiends, and I was going to start diving some dungeons early, I went with Brack, which didn't end up helping at all. And so I basically gave up my healing and needed to find another way to do that. So getting another Life 2 caster plus a Cure 4 caster, because that was Red Wizard locked, and I didn't really want to promote. And actually, I don't know if you said it in chat, I got a DM from Greg Leapoff asking how I enjoyed his flag set, which is it's a very Greg flag set. But yeah, that was part of the fight that was going on in my head towards that end game.
And on that note, Climinteedus has actually made a couple interesting party-related decisions as well. He's traded out both of his black belts for a red mage and a fighter, and has since promoted.
Yeah, it's not a bad play given this flag set. The black belt really wasn't that helpful, because a level 24 fighter with a level 24 ninja is it gives you better resources than a 2 level 24 black belts. I mean, yes, they deal a little bit of damage, but their absorb isn't very high, and they don't have any other abilities. You switch out for that knight who can learn life 2, and that ninja who can equip everything. And I don't know if Climinteedus found a katana, but
He found 2.
oh, did he really? How did
I
they?
forget where one was, but the other one was an incentive.
Yeah,
I think it was in Waterfall.
yeah. I mean, I realized pretty quick that the incentive items were vanilla, and it took me a little bit of time to double down on that. But that's the primary reason I kept one of my black belts. Was, worst comes to worst, I can sit on a grind and get that black belt to 32. I really wish I had a ninja. It might have actually been a better move to get a little bit more defense on that ninja, but with like a ribbon plus the pro ring plus the opal +1 I got when I traded in the crystal, it was like close enough. So I can't say I made all of the right decisions, but that was what was going through my mind. So I think Climinteedus made a fairly decent play with that, especially given the conditions of the flag set.
Not to mention that you found the Xcal +4, Dragon Armor, the Aegis Shield. You had Knight Armor if you wanted one.
Right. Where was the knight? I mean, I remember
the Knight was behind T-Net.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, well, it was a fighter, but still.
No, I thought that was the white mage, or was that behind Kraken?
No, actually, yeah, you're right. The white mage was behind T-Met. The fighter was behind Kraken, right?
Okay.
And I think it was the red mage behind Carrie, I want to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you know what it was? I thought I saw 2 thieves, because I saw a thief behind Lich.
Yeah.
And then it looked like it looked like a similar character model to me, so I went, oh, another thief. I'm just gonna go right by that.
Yeah, the color palette on them doesn't really do first two. I thought it was because that was the first time I had seen that in flag in action. So when I saw that, it's like, the heck.
Yeah. Well, the other issue is, there's no guarantee that you're gonna have vanilla promotions.
True. Yeah.
It's funny. I just did the broadcast previous to this, and Saracen, who's my co-coms, asked me what kind of flags was I expecting for my run, and my answer was, I'm expecting the opposite of vanilla, and essentially what we got for this flag set was a very standard FFR spring tournament style flag set, and having to just kind of focus my mind on don't open boxes, just go to incentive locations. The speedboat really played into my thinking, because you can do things like go down and do a quick ordeals check with a speedboat that you wouldn't necessarily do if you had just the regular boat. So I thought it was a really cool flag set for anybody that likes, that no loose, just very direct, classic FFR. This was a fantastic flag set.
Yeah, and a couple other flags that you didn't come across. Climinteedus had to fight Bahamut, which was we'd need to see. And you had a hero run through the Bridge of Destiny. Climinteedus got 3 war mechs. Which he was behind on experience. I think after that he was like level 29.
Yeah. How was his pathing through the game? I don't know if this is. Oh, you know what? You're right. This is his first dive because you said he didn't have the key.
Yeah. This is his first dive.
He got the floater well before you actually. He got the floater, but his key thing was he did not go to ordeals. So he skipped over that.
But other than that,
and
you're
also he had a wipe. He had a wipe in Volcano as well when both of y'all were grinding on Agamas. He did not grind on the red Ds when you did, because you ended up finding the extra experience on that, since you figured out everything was from the
he was actually on his way out of Volcano, and he got caught by unrunnable Pedes.
Yeah, I mean that's it happened in the previous match too. We're talking about I spent so much time grinding in there already. I wanted to walk out before facing carry, and that's when I used my full cure, because I was in a very similar situation. I had used all of my heal pots. Everyone was down on a knee, so I just threw my full cure on my thief, and luckily nothing happened. But that was going to be the greatest potential for success, just making sure that thief was alive.
Yeah, and early on, it was actually things were looking in Climinteedus' favor, because he was able to get I believe it was the TNT out of Marsh first time out, while you ended up wiping. Then eventually you both ended up gravitating towards ice, where you both had your issues. Then you both ended up having go into Volcano, and that's where fortune kind of favored you, and it kind of went from there.
That's a sentence I don't usually hear. So,
what, fortune favoring you?
Yeah. I mean,
Kraken 2 kind of made up for that, didn't it?
Pretty much.
I mean, Kraken 2 actually, speaking of that, Climinteedus had a very easy go at Kraken 2. It looks like his decision to bring those knights is working out, because whatever he's equipping is bodying everything.
Yeah, he's good. Well, that Excal +4 does a lot of work, especially when you're level 30 something.
Yeah. I do have to hand it to Greg for that starting with a Thor hammer. That was a very pleasant surprise at the very beginning of the run.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, wait, where did he get that?
Well, I was asking the same question. Hey, where did I get that? Oh, right, that's a flag.
Another thing that we found from Climinteedus' side, he found a legendary weapon shop in Earth, I think it was.
Oh, so I actually had a that was one of the many different screen caps I had of different flag orientations, was the legendary shops. And I never went to Lefane, so I don't know if we had the Lefane Superstore, which is a crazy weird flag.
Yeah, I think the best thing there was Sun Swords. I think there was Sun Sword, Wizard Staff, and I think there was something else, but it wasn't. It was super high end stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Climinteedus has passed team at 2 and is about to meet Chaos, which was largely punchy, honestly.
Yep.
We'll see if Climinteedus has the same type of script that I had.
Well, I don't remember offhand if he got Inv 2 for the Red Wizards.
Yeah, that level 1 magic for the Red Wizards was a huge troll. Just so many good spells at level 1. You get excited about it, but then you have to choose, and I chose wrong. So, we'll see how he does with this fight. I'll let you guys call this.
He is double up on fast. Chaos hits 2 hits for 99. Ooh, quad fasting. Nice.
No reason not to.
Yeah, when your worst weapon is a Sun Sword -2, you're in a pretty good position weapon-wise. Yeah, he's just swinging out with everyone.
About to have the GG pretty soon.
$11 hits, 523. 8 hits for 89. The katana is definitely doing the most work right now. Oh, right. The weapons in hand, we have the Excal +4, the katana, I think it was a +2, Mass +1, and the Vorpal, and Chaos is down.
GG to Climinteedus.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Climinteedus will not be joining us in the booth, but GG's all the same.
Yeah, definitely GG's to him.
Yeah, those levels they got from the triple war mechs, that definitely helped them out. Made Topher a heck of a lot easier than it would have been otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, I think he made a very smart move. I mean, you saw the Topher he had versus what I had. I don't know what his levels were at, but I can imagine that they were fairly comparable.
Well, his levels was like in the low 30s.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah, because the war mechs bumped him up to 29, and he still had to finish Sky, and he still had to do C as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, even.
Climinteedus is in the booth after all. GG's.
GG.
Hi guys.
Yeah, GG's. How'd you feel after that one, man? Welcome to blind flag running, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like, I just kind of kicked myself in the butt a little bit by not realizing that the static EXP growth was on. So I was like trying to 2-man it, and that kind of screwed me over a little bit, I think. But it was a lot of fun otherwise.
Fun is the name of the game.
Yep, and if nothing else, it was unfortunate that you last location your progression in ordeals, but if nothing else, we did see some of the flags that we wouldn't have seen otherwise, like the Bahamut and the Legendary Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I wasn't expecting to see the legendary shop pop up, but I was like, may as well check it out while I'm here. And the Sunswords were pretty nice. I probably would have shaved off a lot of time if I had remembered to do ordeals, but whatever. I had fun.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I think you made a good choice with dropping the black belts. I tried to keep with them and ended up wiping through Topher a couple times just because I didn't have the defense and the equipment to like carry myself. So I think that was a very smart move on your part.
Thank you. Like I was around level 30, I think, when I saw the fighter, and I saw this. I came across like all this pretty decent gear for the knight, and I just didn't think I was going to hit that breakpoint at level 32 to even bother with the black belt, even if he did have the katana. But like I just want to give everyone a swingable sword and just try to roll through Topher, and it ended up pretty alright.
Although fighting that triple war mech definitely did you a whole lot of good.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Like I was beginning to wonder if it was like all war mech on the Bridge of Destiny, but I guess it wasn't.
It was probably just it just shuffled the encounter slot just to a more common one.
Yeah, I wound up with a hero run, and I'm not sure it benefited me, considering how much experience war mech pushes out.
Well, good game, DeviousRNG. I need to get going. I'll see you all later. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, GG's, man.
GG.
And thank you, Zenobian, for hosting the events. Goodbye.
All right, I think it's about time to probably start wrapping things up. Any final thoughts, Devious?
No, I'm glad that Zen0's put this together. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to Greg for putting this flag set together. It makes me very, very curious what tomorrow's going to look like, simply because, I mean, I've only seen 2 of the flag sets so far, but both of them were fairly standard. So I'm wondering if we're going to start seeing some, unique flags and entrance shuffles and crazy stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, just coming into this, I was kind of expecting, like a whole lot of tri-state stuff so that nobody, not even the one who made the seed, would know what the heck's going on. But if it's actually specifically crafted for each race, that's an interesting situation for sure.
Yeah. We're not getting flag sets. We're just getting specified ROMs that I know Zen0 hacked the ROM that he sent the guys in the previous match to put a massa in a very, very easy location. Unfortunately, neither runner found it until hour 2.
Ooh, ow.
Yeah. But there's some weird things you can do. Like, I don't know if anyone is going to mess with like the spell casting and the stats for individual weapons. But, like, you could have a wood stick that's stronger than Massa if you want to. So I don't know what our flag crafters are planning for us. Yeah, it's just going to make tomorrow that much more exciting, especially leading into our Duck Derby. So tomorrow's going to be a pretty hype day for Final Fantasy.
Yeah. One question, one thought. Did you ever check the blessings on the White Mage?
No. No.
Because I believe the fighter ended up being was plus 80 HP and thief luck.
Yeah, I have no idea. It makes me want to pull my ROM back up and check. But I'm not going to keep you all, but curiosity has bit me.
Yeah. Not sure if it would have altered any of your decision making, but unless it had plus XCal or something.
Yeah, well, or maybe minus. Well, actually, you know what? They have +7 luck and +20 vit, which explains why my White Mage had 500 hit points.
I thought it was just because it carried over from the Black Belt, honestly.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure the way it works is it reverts. It changes all of your stats based on the stats of the new class that you picked up. So it doesn't carry over the hit point number and all of that. There are a ton of conversions that happen. You'll have to ask a dev exactly how it works, but
yeah, but right away I noticed just how much health the White Mage had is say what?
Yeah. Well, that's part of why I wanted that. I actually was going to consider doing White Samurai strats towards the end, but
especially with that Massa.
Yeah, exactly. At that point, it was just cross my fingers and hope. And I didn't have the Life 2 until later. The Life 2 was the thing that was really keeping me from it. And then, of course, the White Mage's strength is really bad. So I was just going to hope that the thief could survive long enough and do the job. And fortunately, he did.
Well, good stuff. I guess any last thoughts for everyone?
Check out tomorrow 3 p.m. Eastern on RPG Limit Break. I believe I think it's RPG Limit Break on somewhere. And if you want to know where, you can check out the Discord.
There you go.
Yeah, if you learn nothing else from the races this weekend, the number of ways you can do this randomizer is only limited by your imagination.
Good stuff. Well, everyone, I hope you had an amazing time. I most certainly did. Please give everyone a follow if y'all got a following. Shout outs to the entire community. Shout outs to Melee for tracking. Shout outs to Dark Moon for restreaming. Just shout outs to the entire community once again. Everyone who put their eyeballs on this broadcast. And thank you so much, RPG Limit Break. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and fade out into the ethereal, and we will catch y'all later.